Hi guys! Today I'd like to focus on Japanglish words. What is Japanglish? Japanglish is a mixture of Japanese and English. If you have already learned Japanese, then you may already know what Japanglish is and how confusing it is. For the people who have never heard what Japanglish is, in any countries there are the language that come from English or French, German, and that has the Japanglish often has developed locally in Japan. That means it has a different meaning from original meaning. And I'm going to give you some examples of the Japanglish words, which is quite tricky to understand for non-native speakers. And I have picked up only the Japanglish words that could be often used on business occasions, because it's more important not to have misunderstanding with your boss, with your clients, or with your colleagues, because you are paid and responsible for your job. So it's much more important to understand well and clearly. So let's check them out. The first Japanglish word is claim. Claim. So claim, we use it for complaint. It has totally different meaning. The original meaning is to demand as a right, but we use it as complaint. I'm gonna give you some examples. 今日は客からクレームが多かった。There were many complaints from customers this month. The next example. 複数の代理店からあの製品に対して同じクレームが入っている。Multiple distributors have the same complaints about the product. So that is claim in Japanese. The next Japanglish is アドレス。アドレス。So address originally means the street name, the number, house number, so where you live. But when Japanese people ask you in Japanese, アドレス教えて, so please give me your address, then we want to have your email address, not the real address where you live. So this makes the complication. So when we really want to have your address where you live, then we ask you like 住所教えて in Japanese. So when we use the address in English, address, アドレス, then we mean email address. And when we say in Japanese 住所, then we want to have your address where you live, the street name and the house number. Alright? The next Japanglish word is サラリーマン。サラリーマン。サラリーマン is a very stereotype of Japanglish, and there is no original English word, I think. So we mean with サラリーマンlike office worker, white collar worker, or a 9-to-5er. So someone who is working for a company and get monthly salary. And a stereotype image of the salaryman in Japan is wearing a suit and using the train in rush hour and going to the office, and long time working hours. And now I'll give you an example of the sentence. いつかはサラリーマンを辞めたいと思っている。I want to quit the office workers someday. Next, アルバイト。アルバイト。So we mean with アルバイト a part-time worker. And アルバイト originally comes from German. And in German it means full-time job usually. So that is why it has different meaning in Japan. We cannot call it Japanglish because it comes from German, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Arubaito, we call it arubaito for a part-time job. I'm gonna give you an example. アルバイトを雇った方がおそらく効率がいい。It's probably more efficient to hire a part-time job. Next, アンケート。アンケート。This word comes from French originally, and it has meaning of survey or questionnaire. And with Japanese accent, it is hardly understandable for you what it is. So アンケート, we mean with it survey or questionnaire. Now example sentence. 統計データが必要だからウェブ上でオンラインアンケートを取ろう。We need statistical data, so let's implement an online survey on the web. The next Japanglish is ベテラン。ベテラン。In English, veteran. And it has originally the meaning of someone who went to military in the past. But in Japanese, we mean with it someone who has lots of experience in something. It has totally different meaning right now in Japan. So, example sentence. 彼はベテラン技術士です。He is an experienced technician. Next, skill up. Skill up. I think there is nobody who will understand skill up. So, we want to say with it, improve someone's skill. So, example sentence. 嫌いな仕事だがスキルアップのために続けている。I hate this job, but I continue to improve my skills. Yeah. So skill up is often used for anything in the job to make your skill better, to improve something. For example, seminar, webinar, to do it for skill up. So next, one pattern. One pattern. One pattern in Japanglish means manneristic or always the same, has never changed. So, for example, I was told by my girlfriend recently, 結構料理ワンパターンだよね。It means you cook always the same thing. Actually, yeah, right, that's right. I make only curry. Not Japanese curry, but English curry all the time, and has not much several recipes in my head. So, yeah. For example, one of my friend is bringing a woman in his date always to the same bar. It means that he has only one dating place, one pattern. あいつのデートプランはいつもワンパターンだな。So his dating plan is always manneristic. Next, plus alpha. So now let's come back to the business occasions. Plus alpha is really often used by business people or workers in the company, in the meeting and so on. Let's say we want to say with it additional value. And actually it comes from plus X, and it has been misunderstood by Japanese people, and it has developed locally in Japan with different meaning, like plus alpha. Yeah. So example. この機能に加えてプラスアルファないと競合他社には勝てない。We can't beat our competitors without additional value to this feature. So, プラスアルファ。Next, ノルマ。ノルマ。ノルマ, this word comes from Russian language originally, and it has meaning of quota. So, it can be often used in sales occasions, I think. So, for example, we have achieved our quota this month. Finally, we have achieved a target like this. So, 今月のノルマをなんとか達成できた。いやー、今月まだノルマ全然できてないな。やばい。Something such. Next, Japanglish. マンツーマン。マンツーマン。How do you understand man to man in English accent?So, how do you understand man-to-man when Japanese people say? It means one-on-one, actually. Original meaning is face-to-face, talking face-to-face or talking frankly, open up to each other is man-to-man. However, in Japanglish, we mean that one-on-one. Let's look at the example. 彼にマンツーマンで教えてあげて。Teach him one-on-one. So we never use like to open up each other, but always one-on-one. Next, メリット、デメリット。メリット、デメリット。So merit originally means virtue, and demerit originally means defect. However, in Japanglish, it means advantage and disadvantage. Let's look at examples. この製品をエアで運ぶメリットは何？コスト考えたら船で十分でしょう。 What are the benefits of bringing this product by air? Considering the cost, sea shipment is enough. デメリットが多すぎてこの投資は許可できない。そこまで会社に余裕がないから。There are too many disadvantages to allow this investment because the company cannot afford that much. So merit and demerit are often used in Japan, like for the matrix, like pros and cons, advantage and disadvantage to compare with something. Finally, let's summarize what we have learned today. クレーム complaint アドレス email address サラリーマン office worker アルバイト part-time job アンケート survey or questionnaire ベテラン experienced person スキルアップ improve someone's skill ワンパターン manneristic プラスアルファ additional value ノルマ quota マンツーマン one on one メリットデメリット advantage disadvantage. So I really hope this video will help you for speaking with Japanese colleagues or bosses in Japanese language, because this might make you a headache if you don't know the original meaning. Of course you could ask, but you could ask what they actually mean, but if you don't know and you understand, you think you understand but actually you misunderstand, then it's kind of a problem. So yeah, there are actually a bit more words that are tricky at Japanglish. So next time I'm going to introduce much more Japanglish words that could be used on business occasions as well. So thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification. Yeah, see you next time.